Ranking the best left-back is the toughest in world football, but we will certainly try. Number 10, Alejandro Balde. We start with a name that would have ranked far higher 12 months ago. Balde remains a hugely talented 22-year-old at Barcelona, but this past season was disrupted by injury, and he was left out of Spain's World Cup squad entirely this summer. He managed 21 La Liga appearances before a hamstring problem flared up again in March, the third time in 3 seasons that the same injury has interrupted his rhythm, and it opened the door for Joao Cancelo to join Barcelona on loan. That move has since become permanent. Not long ago, he was spoken about in the same breath as Nuno Mendes as a generational young talent. The next 12 months are genuinely career-defining, and he still has every chance to force his way back toward the very top of this conversation. Number 9. Andrea Cambiasso. From Genoa's academy product to Juventus's most indispensable defender, this is a name that has genuinely exploded into a global conversation. Cambiasso racked up 3 goals and 4 assists in Serie A last season, a genuinely strong return for a left-back playing nearly every available minute for Juventus and posting an average match rating north of 7.0, numbers that put him among the standout fullbacks anywhere. What separates him from most players on this list is his sheer positional versatility. He's played left back, right back, and inverted wing back for club and country without ever looking out of place, both footed and comfortable stepping into midfield to dictate play rather than simply overlapping. That flexibility has made him a fixture for Italy under Gennaro Gattuso, and it's a big reason interest from clubs like Chelsea has followed him. He's not the finished article defensively just yet, but very few fullbacks in Europe offer this much tactical value in one player. Number 8. Alejandro Grimaldo. Grimaldo completed a move to Atletico Madrid this summer after leaving Bayer Leverkusen, and while he played 0 minutes as an unused member of Spain's World Cup winning squad, his club career tells a very different story. He closed out his final Bundesliga campaign with Leverkusen, putting up 8 goals and 8 assists, numbers that very few defenders anywhere in Europe can match, and he added further goal contributions in the Champions League on top of that. Diego Simeone rates him as one of the most well-rounded attacking fullbacks in Europe, known for his dangerous set-piece delivery and consistent end product from wide areas. Settling into a new system at a new club this early in the season keeps him just outside the very top bracket for now. Number 7. Alphonso Davies. Davies remains capable of the explosive one-man take-ons that made him famous worldwide, but this past season was genuinely disrupted by injury. He tore his ACL on international duty in March 2025, missed roughly 8 months of football, including the Club World Cup, and didn't return to competitive action until December against Sporting. Even then, a torn thigh muscle cut his comeback short again, and he finished the campaign restricted to around 13 appearances in all competitions for Bayern Munich. When fully fit, very few defenders anywhere in the world can close down space the way Davies does in behind his own back line. Canada's most important player will be desperate to prove that last season was simply a blip rather than the start of a decline, especially after the injury cost him a chance to play a full role at a World Cup being co-hosted on home soil. Number 6. David Raum. David Raum captains RB Leipzig, a genuinely reliable two-way presence at the heart of their season. Across 30 Bundesliga appearances this past season, Raum contributed 3 goals and 7 assists with 158 recoveries, winning 48 tackles and making 30 interceptions, numbers that reflect a genuine complete two-way fullback. He also ranks among the Bundesliga's most reliable set-piece takers, and his consistent form has cemented his place as a regular for Germany. Leipzig finished 3rd in the Bundesliga, and Raum was central to almost everything they did well, even if that level of consistency has not yet translated into deep runs in the Champions League. Number 5. Riccardo Calafiori. Arsenal's Riccardo Calafiori brings something genuinely rare to this list: the ability to play left-back or centre-back with equal authority at the very highest level. He opened last season on fire, scoring against Manchester United on the opening day and picking up an early Player of the Month nomination before a run of injuries between December and April held him to 26 Premier League appearances and roughly 1,710 minutes for the campaign. His reading of the game, passing range and comfort stepping into midfield give his side a positional fluency from the left that very few clubs anywhere can replicate. An Italy international with real Champions League pedigree, Calafiori remains one of the most tactically intelligent defenders in European football whenever he's available. Number 4. Nico O'Reilly. This is the biggest breakout story on the entire list. Nico O'Reilly won the Premier League's Young Player of the Season award after producing 5 goals and 3 assists in 34 appearances for Manchester City, while ranking 25th in the league for successful tackles and 8th for blocked passes, numbers that reflect genuine two-way quality rather than pure attacking flair. ESPN rated him the best left-back in the entire Premier League last season, ahead of far more established names. Pep Guardiola has called him so complete for a player still only 21. He already has a full England cap to his name, and City handed him a new 5-year contract in September 2025. The ceiling here is enormous. Number 3. Federico Di Marco. Nobody in Serie A creates more from fullback than Federico Di Marco. 18 assists this past season alone place him among the very best creative outputs anywhere in European football, regardless of position, let alone defense. That season also made him the first defender in Serie A history to be named the league's Player of the Season. His left foot remains one of the most dangerous dead ball weapons in Italian football, and his role in Inter Milan's system goes far beyond simple overlapping runs, frequently dropping into midfield to dictate tempo from deep. Few players anywhere combine defensive responsibility with genuine creative output quite like Di Marco does, week in, week out. Number 2. Marc Cucurella. This is the story of the summer. Marc Cucurella was ever present as Spain won the World Cup, playing all 7 matches every single minute in a defense that conceded just once across the entire tournament. He has now shone in 3 consecutive major finals, Euro 2024, the Club World Cup and this summer's World Cup, without putting a foot seriously wrong in any of them. That form and his standout tournament made him one of the summer's biggest transfers. He completed a move from Chelsea to Real Madrid just before the World Cup began. His transformation from a struggling early spell at Chelsea to becoming one of the most complete big game left-backs on the planet is one of the most remarkable turnarounds in recent football memory. Number 1. Nuno Mendes. There's still no real argument at the very top. Nuno Mendes remains the most valuable left-back on the planet, with transfer market placing him at 75 to 80 million euros. And PSG's back-to-back Champions League triumphs under Luis Enrique have been partly built on his devastating partnership with Achraf Hakimi on the opposite flank. Mendes excels in one-on-one defensive duels while remaining a constant attacking outlet, the rare fullback whose defensive numbers and creative output both sit near the very top of the entire European game. Beyond his defensive numbers, Mendes also ranks among Liga 1's most dangerous creators, regularly linking play through midfield and setting up teammates with incisive passing. He is 24, already a 2-time European champion at club level, and shows absolutely no signs of slowing down. Which of these left backs do you think should have ranked higher? Drop it in the comments below. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so that you never miss a video like this from us. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.